Hey guys, and welcome to Finding Purpose. Recently, I was given the opportunity to write a speech and enter it into AFR, or American Family Radio's 10 Commandment Speech Contest, which this year the subject was the 5th commandment, or honor your father and mother. So, today I'm going to be playing that for you guys. And I was also interviewed on the Hour of Intercession with Brother Joseph Parker at AFR, and I will leave a link in the description so you guys can go check that out. Alright, now before we get on with the rest of the video, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Also check out Finding Purpose on Instagram. Alright, so let's get on with the rest of the video. Exodus chapter 20 verse 12 says, "Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee." This is the 5th commandment of the 10 commandments. Ephesians chapter 6 verse 2 says, "Honor thy father and mother," which is the 1st commandment with promise. Here we see that this verse refers back to Exodus chapter 20 verse 12. But we also see that this verse calls Exodus 20:12 the 1st commandment with promise. But what is the promise of the 5th commandment? Again it says, "Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee." We see that when we are obedient to God's laws, in this case honoring our parents, that God will bless us. And this verse specifically speaks of having a long life. But what does the 5th commandment command us to do? We see that Exodus 20:12 just simply commands us to honor our parents. But what does it mean to honor? The definition of the word honor means to show respect towards something. One way we can honor our parents is by being obedient. God commands us to obey our parents, but it also pleases the Lord when we are obedient. We see this in Colossians chapter 3 verse 20, which says, "Children, obey your parents in all things, for this is well-pleasing unto the Lord." As a Christian, I am called to obey God, but it is also something that I seek. But where do I learn to obey? I learn to obey through my parents. God has instituted the home as a place of preparation for children to learn how to serve God and to be raised in the nurture and admonition of the Lord. Learning to obey your parents is also vital preparation for adulthood. The Bible tells us many times to not forget or forsake the things we were taught by our parents. One such verse is Proverbs chapter 6 verse 20, which says, "My son, keep thy father's commandments and forsake not the law of thy mother." The way we live our adult life proves to others what our parents have taught us at home. Proverbs chapter 23 verse 24 says, "The father of the righteous shall greatly rejoice, and he that begetteth a wise child shall have joy of him." Proverbs chapter 17 verse 21 says, "He that begetteth a fool doeth it to his sorrow, and the father of a fool hath no joy." The reason parents can rejoice and have joy over a righteous and wise child, or be sorrowful and without joy over a foolish child, is because a child is the product of their parents, and your parents have a large hand in making you who you are today. Likewise, as a child of God, others should be able to see my Heavenly Father in me through the way I carry out the things that God has taught me. So in other words, I should strive to be a good example of my parents' instruction and a good example of God's instruction. In closing, we see from the 5th commandment that an act of obedience comes with a reward. Of course, we don't just do it for the reward, but when I obey my parents, one of my rewards is a relationship with them where they are pleased with me and we are in harmony. And this type of relationship is a relationship that I strive to have with God, where God is pleased with me as his child because of my obedience, and we are in harmony because of my obedience. And this is why I should honor my father and mother. And that's the end of our video today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Also, remember that you can check out, from the link in the description, my interview with Brother Joseph Parker on the Hour of Intercession at AFR. So I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you guys next time.